Hey there! Have you ever had to delay a job because some cabinet doors arrived wrong or didn't arrive at all? If so, you know how missing one detail on an order form can cause hours of delay, last minute phone calls, and upset your client. We've seen this happen before, and that's why we created this quick video. We want to help you order your mitered cabinet doors correctly the first time so you can avoid costly mistakes and keep your project on schedule. I'm Melanie, the content manager here at Cutting Edge. You know how quickly a minor order error can turn into a major problem when you're managing multiple projects at the same time. You're already juggling a lot, and ordering mitered doors shouldn't add to your stress. In this quick video, I'll walk you through how to fill out the mitered cabinet door order form step by step so you can order your cabinet doors correctly the first time. This is what you'll see when you open up the mitered cabinet door order form. Now, before you start filling it out, you can either choose to download it now, or you can wait until you've completed it and download later. If you do choose to download now, make sure to save your changes so that you don't lose your work. Now we can fill this out. We need to start with your business name, so for us that would be Cutting Edge. And then you need to fill out your shipping address. It's important to note that this must be a physical address because we can't ship to PO boxes. As well, it must include your street address, city name, province, and postal code. Next, input your order name. This can be your PO number, customer's last name, your customer's address, or whatever you choose. Next, enter your required ship date. If you don't have a required ship date, you can leave this blank or input N/A. Now you can choose your style and railwood type as well as your panel wood type. Typically, these are the same, but we do have them split out in case you wish to combine two different wood types. Next, it's time to choose your profiles. Now you'll notice that each of these profile options is linked directly to the profile sheets. If you aren't sure what your options are, just click on that heading and it'll take you straight to your options. I'm going to go ahead and select our miter profile 2100, which is 3 inches wide. And you'll notice that each of those miter profiles does have a default style and rail width, which we'll talk about more later. Next, select your panel profile. I'm going to go with plywood. And then your outside profile. Now, a lot of miter profiles come with a set outside profile, and if that's the case, just input N/A or leave that section blank. Next, choose your style and railwood. As I mentioned before, a lot of mitered profiles have a set style and railwood. But if they don't have a set style and railwood, it means you can customize it. 2100 is set at 3 inch, so I'm going to input that. Next, choose your thickness. Again, a lot of the mitered profiles have a set thickness that you can't change. If that's the case, just leave these blank. But if you're ordering one of our standard cope and stick profiles with a mitered joint, you can go ahead and select from either 3/4 or 13/16 inch thickness. Now the 2100 does have a default thickness, so I'm going to leave these blank. Next, you can choose hinge drilling. If you choose no, you can ignore this section. I'm going to choose yes so that I can walk you through the information that we need. So first, we need to know what type of hinges you're using. I'm going to go with Bloom and Serta. Next, we need to know your hinge offset. This is the distance from the edge of the door to the edge of the hinge hole, and it's typically between 3 and 5 mil. And then we need to know your hinge placement, which is the distance from the top or bottom of the door to the center of the hinge hole. Next, you can choose from these custom options here: wire brushed, V-groove, beaded, or reeded panels. It's important to note that some of these will override your panel selection above, and it could override your mitered or edge profile selection as well. If that is the case, our team will let you know when we send the confirmation to you. I'm going to leave these blank. Last, you need to choose your finish. If you choose stained, on it and enter your stain color below. Same for if you choose painted, but if you want raw, just click other and type in raw. Now, as standard, doors have vertical grain center panels and drawer fronts have horizontal grain panels. If you want something different, for example, if you want your drawer fronts to have vertical grain panels, or if you want your doors to have horizontal grain panels, make sure to let our team know when you send that order form in so we can enter your order correctly. And again, as we already mentioned, the standard style and railwood varies from profile to profile. And finally, for the style, we just need you to note the general type of door. So I'll show you how that would work down here. I'm going to go ahead and enter a couple doors. I'm going to go ahead and select door for style. I'm going to keep entering doors, and as long as you're entering doors, you don't need to update the style at all. But as soon as you switch to a different style, we need you to go ahead and type in your new style. And then again, if you're going to switch back to doors, make sure to change the style again so that we can update your order correctly. Now, it is important to note that when you order smaller pieces, typically under 7 inches wide or high, we do need to reduce the style or rail width. We will either reduce to our default 1.5 inch width or the nearest mitered profile options. In the case of 2100, which has 3 options, we would reduce to the 2175, which has 1.75 inch styles and rails. But again, our team will let you know of this change when we send you the confirmation. Once you're completed filling out the order, it's time for you to download it if you haven't already. When you do click download, make sure to download with your changes so that it saves your work. We know you've experienced enough delays, miscommunications, and rework to understand how a simple error can destroy your schedule. But now that you've learned how to fill out the mitered cabinet door order form correctly, you're one step closer to problem-free ordering. All that's left is for you to download the form, fill it out, and send it off to us at orders@cuttingedgeinc.ca. If you've got any questions, or if you're unsure of what to do, give us a call. We're here to help keep your next project headache-free.